So who do we have as our pilots today?
I'm the pilot today.
Okay.
So Mark Trujillo. We're going to be flying a Sguadron X2 Delta drone, which we use for search and rescue. It provides 48 megapixel photos, but also it has a thermal imaging camera so that we can use that if we need to search for anybody that's lost in either at night or during the day for that matter. So we're going to set this up over here.
You're with the Civil Air Patrol, right?
Yes, sir. And Danny's going to be my, we call a visual observer, and also running the checklist for me. So and recording data. Let me get you have a pen on you here? Yeah. Okay. So we have to program our flight.
So have you pre-programmed this flight?
I have not.
Not this one?
So I'll pre-program it now. All right, so let's go through our checklist.
Okay, check the charge level on the batteries.
So I've got 100% on my drone and 100% on my controller.
Okay, remove the X2 Delta from the case.
Did it?
So perform pre-flight inspection using the pre-flight inspection guidelines.
Yeah, so what I did is check for cracked propellers, anything damaged to the airframe, and also a good battery, and that looks all good.
Okay, unlock and flip out arms carefully.
Check.
I've seen you do that.
Did that, right?
Insert fully charged battery into magnetic battery slot.
Check.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Replace the X2 Delta on a clean flat surface.
Yep. Close enough. Yeah. It'll kick up a little dust,
I
but
can
that's
go
right.
sweep it if you want.
Okay. Remove the X2 Delta controller from case.
In hand.
There. Flip up controller cover and press power button for 5 seconds to turn on.
It's on. Check.
After controller powers up, type in password to access flight controls.
Did that.
Press and hold power button on the X2 Delta battery for 3 seconds to begin powering the X2 Delta. Alright, 11 when connection to the X2 Delta is confirmed on the controller, either press the flag screen button at middle button to start the Sguadron Enterprise app, or press the info screen button at lower right axis to launch
The QGC app. Yeah, we're going to do that. So this QGC app, that's where we program the drone for autonomous flight. And this usually takes a few minutes for it to connect and find its location. So what we're going to wait on here is it's going to find its place, and then I'll program the pattern that we want it to fly autonomously. And since we're only cleared to fly 200 feet, I'm going to keep it at 150 today. So
Is that, they call that a mapping drone?
this is a mapping drone, right?
Yes.
And it gives us 2 inches per pixel, so it's good enough for surveyors to use if they want to calculate the boundaries of a real estate property, or if construction companies have a pile of gravel, they can estimate the volume of the pile of whatever they're looking at.
So how much of the neighborhood did you really want?
As much as we can get.
Oh.
Whatever
I'll get-
works for you.
I'll get a few houses on it, on all sides around it.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Will it be able to show the lake?
We're not going to go out that far for
You're not.
this particular flight.
Okay.
I can do another one if you want to go to the lake.
This is Diana Maul, yesterday and Turner president. She's arranged for this flight, so that's great. Last one is in the 70s. And so this is an update. I'm sure there's been a lot of construction since that time. My house included. Yours was here then.
Yes, ours was built in 72.
Uh-huh.
Every orange dot along the flight pattern, Danny, represents a photo. It's going to fly and hover, take a photo, fly and hover, take it. It's going to take 8 minutes, a little over 8 minutes to do this. All right, so I've done the tile set that's been created.
Check that the data, import it properly, navigating by the main.
Yep, I'm checking my flight pattern, and the orange dots are where I want them to be. Now we become a passenger and an observer. So if you record the time off now, I have 132 and batteries at 97%.
1332.
It's going to start off and take off all on its own. And we can watch the flight as it progresses on our screen here.
They're teaching it. Look at that. Landing right in his hand. That's really
So you had to abort that?
Yes, what happened is I had the camera pointed straight out instead of straight down. So I need to fix that.
picky.
Okay.
Yeah, Alan did a lot.
We'll
His
do that
master's
again.
in specialty.
So this has got position lights, the red, green, and white to fly at night.
Uh-huh.
They just attach to the sides of the body.
It's got white strobes too.
Yeah, I turned on the white strobes just for anti-collision. Those are built in.
Yeah.
Should be coming back.
So you were able to visually track that.
Right, so I've got on the controller here, this is the, get out of the glare of the sun,
Yeah.
this is the flight pattern that we're flying today, and every orange dot represents a point in which the drone will hover and take a photograph. And then if we want to look at what the drone is actually seeing, that's the overhead view of what the drone is taking a 48 megapixel picture of.
Wow.
When we're done flying, we'll
Stitch them together.
stitch them together and give a photo mosaic of the whole flight.
Cool.
Knots.
Maximum crosswind is 23 knots.
Yeah, if we have anything greater than that, we can't fly. So it's
That's pretty fast.
pretty fast.
Yeah. So it's pretty wind resistant
They're
then.
pretty impervious because
Yeah.
you think about it, they don't have a lot of surface area like
Right.
an airplane would with a fuselage on the side, right? Letting it fly itself because it's programmed to do that. But when it gets up here, I'll take over and we'll do some manual flights.
Just in case it's misbehaving.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get my money's worth. If
I think I
if
hear
it
it, and
can
it's
fly all on
straight
its own,
above
that's
us
what
right
it
now.
It's up there, all right?
I'll press the pause button. Then I'll do that. We'll just climb back up and take some photos. 32%.
Hey, pretty good. And see the moss on the roof.
Wow, resolution is really clear.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that is amazing.
So these are the individual photos. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to another program here, and we're going to stitch those together, and then I'll give you the individual photos as well as the stitched ones.
Want me to give you this?
So this software is different. So there was a lost little girl wearing a pink jacket, and out of Prescott, Arizona, and they called the Civil Air Patrol, flew a drone, and hour and a half after the flight, they did what I'm doing here, and they found the pink,
Yeah.
and they sent out the ground team. She was hiding under,
Yeah.
because it was cold out.
Yeah. And huddled
And-
down and
Yeah, so people weren't even looking the same area.
right. They couldn't see her
Right.
that way. Oh, how wonderful.
That GPS is it too, right?
Right, so what this does is it references a lat long of, this is the center of the image, and it says what you're looking for is from this point. You send the ground team out to this lat long, and they go out 254 degrees to get their compass and say, okay, I'm here.
I'm here.
Before I walk this way, and I find what I'm looking
Wow,
for.
that's amazing.
Yep. So this, we can use this for drones, and we can use it for, what's the name of the camera on the 182?
Becker?
No,
The other one.
yeah, I forget the name of the camera. But any photo that it comes back with, right? Yeah.
So
That
when
is so
guys
good.
try to run away, they don't have much of a chance. With
If
the
this
drone.
guy-
As long as they know what color you're looking for.
Yeah.
Right.
What was he wearing? Oh, a green jacket.
Yeah.
Must be a little difficult.
Maybe we
Everything
could
green
we
will
could
come
make
up.
a law that all criminals, somebody who does a crime and is trying to run away should wear blaze orange or something like that.
So here's the other thing too that's interesting. So if we're looking for an airplane, it crashes. What happens if it crashes into the snow? So now
Yes.
typically the majority
white,
of most
yeah.
airplanes are white. So now we're looking for something
White
white
and
on
white.
white. Difficult to find.
Yeah, but if
All
you
right?
got
What this algorithm does is it's saying, well, rather than looking for a white pixel, okay, I'm looking for an area that's 2 feet by 2 feet, say a piece of the fuselage. So rather than getting a reflection off a tree branch or a piece of bark or something, it'll do a composite. So here's something that
Is
might
bigger,
represent a
yeah.
bigger piece of white rather than a, because every pixel here is
Right.
2 inches in the real world.
yeah.
So, and
Wow.
that's when that part of this was demonstrated to the powers to be at National, and they said, yeah, but how good is this thing going to be in finding an airplane in the snow? And they tweaked their algorithms so that would work.